Topic 12. Cultural Intelligence. Cultural intelligence, CQ, is the capability to understand, adapt to, and work effectively across diverse cultural environments, enabling leaders to build trust, foster collaboration, and achieve strategic objectives in increasingly global organizations. Unlike general intelligence or emotional intelligence, cultural intelligence focuses on recognizing cultural differences in values, communication styles, leadership expectations, decision-making processes, and business practices while adapting behavior appropriately without compromising organizational goals. For modern chief financial officers, CFOs, cultural intelligence has become an essential leadership competency because finance executives increasingly operate across multinational organizations, global supply chains, cross-border partnerships, international capital markets, and culturally diverse executive teams. Leading executive CFO programs emphasize that finance leaders are no longer confined to technical financial management, but are expected to serve as global business partners who influence strategic decisions across international markets and multicultural organizations. As globalization, digital transformation, and cross-border investment continue to reshape business, CFOs must navigate cultural complexity while maintaining financial discipline, governance standards, and strategic alignment across geographically dispersed operations. Cultural intelligence begins with cultural awareness, the ability to recognize that individuals from different cultural backgrounds may perceive authority, communication, negotiation, collaboration, and risk differently. Cultural norms influence leadership expectations, organizational hierarchy, decision-making speed, conflict resolution, and relationship-building practices. Leaders who recognize these differences can communicate more effectively and avoid misunderstandings that may hinder strategic execution or damage business relationships. Researchers commonly describe cultural intelligence as consisting of four interconnected dimensions: CQ drive, CQ knowledge, CQ strategy, and CQ action. CQ drive refers to the motivation and confidence to engage with different cultures. CQ knowledge involves understanding cultural systems, business practices, and social norms. CQ strategy reflects the ability to plan and interpret cross-cultural interactions thoughtfully, while CQ action represents the capability to adapt communication and behavior appropriately in different cultural contexts. Together, these dimensions enable executives to function effectively across diverse organizational environments. For CFOs, cultural intelligence plays an important role in global strategic leadership. Multinational organizations often operate across regions with different regulatory frameworks, governance structures, labor practices, customer preferences, taxation systems, and financial reporting environments. Finance leaders must integrate these differences into strategic planning, investment evaluation, performance management, and enterprise risk management while maintaining consistent corporate objectives and financial controls across international operations. Cross-border mergers and acquisitions illustrate the importance of cultural intelligence. Financial analysis may identify strong strategic and economic opportunities, yet post-merger integration frequently fails because of cultural incompatibility between organizations. Differences in leadership styles, communication norms, decision-making processes, and organizational values may undermine collaboration and synergy realization. CFOs therefore participate not only in financial due diligence but also in evaluating cultural compatibility, organizational readiness, and integration strategies that support successful transformation. Cultural intelligence also strengthens executive communication and stakeholder management. Investors, regulators, suppliers, customers, governments, employees, and strategic partners from different regions often possess different expectations regarding transparency, negotiation styles, governance practices, and business relationships. Effective CFOs adjust communication approaches while maintaining credibility, ethical standards, and organizational consistency. Cultural sensitivity improves stakeholder engagement while reducing misunderstandings that could affect organizational reputation or strategic execution. Negotiation and conflict resolution are significantly influenced by cultural differences. Some cultures prioritize direct communication and rapid decision-making, while others emphasize consensus, relationship building, hierarchy, or indirect communication. CFOs engaged in international financing, strategic alliances, supplier negotiations, or regulatory discussions benefit from understanding these differences and adapting negotiation strategies accordingly. Cultural intelligence improves collaboration while strengthening long-term business relationships across diverse markets. Digital transformation and globalization have accelerated the importance of cultural intelligence. Virtual collaboration platforms, global project teams, remote leadership, artificial intelligence, and digital ecosystems enable organizations to operate seamlessly across borders, but they also increase interaction among individuals with different cultural assumptions and working styles. Executive leaders must therefore foster inclusive communication, collaborative decision-making, and cross-cultural teamwork that leverage diversity as a strategic advantage rather than allowing differences to become barriers to performance. Cultural intelligence contributes directly to innovation and organizational learning. Diverse teams often generate broader perspectives, more creative solutions, and stronger strategic insights than homogeneous groups when managed effectively. CFOs working across functions and international operations can leverage cultural diversity to improve financial planning, customer understanding, risk assessment, digital transformation, and strategic decision-making while strengthening organizational adaptability in dynamic global markets. Enterprise risk management also benefits from cultural intelligence. Global organizations face risks associated with regulatory compliance, ethical standards, governance expectations, labor relations, geopolitical developments, and cross-border operations.
Understanding local cultural and institutional environments improves strategic planning, compliance management, stakeholder engagement, and operational resilience. CFOs increasingly integrate cultural considerations into international expansion, joint ventures, ecosystem partnerships, and investment decisions to reduce implementation risks and improve execution quality. Leadership effectiveness in multicultural organizations requires humility, curiosity, adaptability, empathy, active listening, and continuous learning. High cultural intelligence enables finance leaders to build trust across diverse teams, facilitate collaboration, resolve misunderstandings constructively, and create inclusive organizational cultures that support global strategy and sustainable growth. These capabilities strengthen executive influence while enhancing organizational agility in increasingly interconnected business environments. The Global Competency Framework identifies leadership, communication, business partnering, influence, collaboration, stakeholder management, strategic thinking, and global business awareness as essential competencies for executive finance professionals. Modern CFOs are expected to work effectively across cultures, influence international stakeholders, support cross-border strategic initiatives, and integrate global perspectives into enterprise decision-making while maintaining sound governance and sustainable value creation. In today's interconnected global economy, cultural intelligence has become a strategic leadership capability rather than simply an interpersonal skill. Organizations whose CFOs demonstrate cultural awareness, adaptability, inclusive leadership, and cross-cultural communication excellence are better positioned to strengthen global partnerships, accelerate international growth, improve strategic execution, and create sustainable enterprise value across diverse markets and stakeholder communities.